What y'all had to say? Listen, I know we getting ready to talk about something serious, but y'all got this little stuffy like a mug. Like, what y'all got going on? I thought y'all had homecoming coming up. They told me y'all was like ready to party and everything. Like, what's up? Y'all good? Y'all scared? Y'all scared of a little turn up?
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's much better. Y'all scared of a little turn up? I see y'all, baby. What, DJ? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got some men in here. Y'all hot? Y'all, anybody sweating? Anybody trying to get wiped down? Anybody trying to turn up on that? Can we, DJ, can we wipe them down? Wait a minute. I ain't out of breath yet. Hold on. If you in college with your best friend, I need you to make some noise. Let me tell you something. I went from, now this is my life story. I done got famous, okay? So this is my business to tell. I went from working on the pole to being a po-po. Now that ain't a lie, that's a real story. It's so real that the United States of America had to write about your girl because they couldn't believe it, okay? Hello? I ain't gonna say what I really want to say, but you know, we went from being a HO to a po-po. Jesus is real. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Hallelujah. But I'm just saying, I travel all over the world to do what I'm doing for y'all because I love y'all. And I gotta represent for my black people. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's hard to get up there to the top and make people respect you. Because we all know the kind of things that they say about girls who have previous past. Like, you can't turn them into, okay, I see y'all, we in the same brain same weight. You feel what I'm saying? We all thinking on the same level. There's certain things that they say about us that just really ain't true. But I want to point this out. My homeboy, DJ Bogan, came all the way out here from Dallas to come and support me. That man served 20 years in the military with me. That man covered me. When they talked about me, he made sure I was deployed. He took care of me. He made sure I was paid. Every single thing. So when I say, if you in school right now with your best friend, and let me tell you something, best friend, you need the kind of friends in your life that's going to elevate you. Don't be hanging out around people that are going to watch you do stupid stuff only to talk about you later. Do you understand me? When he started his DJ career, who you think he called? Best friend. It was wild, it was crazy because it's outside of the lineage of what it is that we do when you've been doing, 20 years in the discipline for forever. And so, best friend, I just need some hype right now because I love you so much. This ain't just about me, this is about you, best friend. So if you in school right now with your best friend, if you like the person that you rooming with, I'm just saying make some noise, best friend. Hype me up real quick.
You don't need no beat, you better hype your bestie up.
You don't need no beat, you better hype your bestie up.
Beat, you better hype your bestie up.
Okay, are we calm now? No? Okay. Okay, listen. Now we're about to talk about some serious stuff. But I want you to pay attention. Now I'm gonna let y'all watch my video. This ain't even all my story. Y'all can only imagine the hell I've gone through. And I'm gonna say this, because I don't say it often, but I do say it. I've probably been with everybody but a president. And I can say it like that specifically because I sued my traffickers. And Tony Busby, amazing attorney, was my attorney. And if you know who Tony Busby is, if you've seen him, you've seen some of the work that he's done in the high-profile cases that he has done. Now, I will say this, not all survivor stories will make it to online or give that presence. Because some of us don't want to die early. Okay? That's real tough. And a lot of people don't think about that. Now, I'm going to say this. I have 8 children. I have 3 grandchildren. I'm 37 years old. Okay? I want you to get real about your life and then about the decisions that you're getting ready to make after today. And I want you to think about what fun is gonna look like for you after today. So if you would give me the honor of lending 2 minutes and 19 seconds of your time so that you can see just a glimpse of my life story. It ain't even all the stuff. Okay, we're gonna give you a little bit of the tea. But we're going to go into why this training is important, why my life story is important, and how it affects you, okay? We good with that? All right, bet. Give me 2 minutes, y'all.
I am Dr. Nissis Hamilton, and I am a survivor of human trafficking. When I was 15, I had aged out of foster care, and I was homeless. And I remember running into a homegirl who told me, hey, I have a solution for your problem. I work as a waitress at a strip club. You can use my ID to work at another strip club while I work at this strip club, and all you're doing is waitressing. You make money, my boyfriend to keep your baby, and hey, you'll be good. As the boyfriend's keeping my baby, he goes, you can't get your kid back unless you make me $200 a day. He's going to the strip club, bragging about how much money he's making off of me. And there's another pimp that's sitting in the club. He sends a message to the girls that he's already pimping out to me that I can make $200 a day faster if I'm no longer a waitress, but a stripper. because he wants to see what am I willing to give up or what am I willing to sacrifice. That was barrier testing. Let me test your limits. The betrayal comes in, baby, you ain't been working. It's hard for me to get your hair and your nails done like I used to. I need you to bring in some money. So we're talking about from 15 to 19. I had already been trafficked and sleeping with every bit of about 1,500 men at this point. I made a decision to enlist into the Navy without my pimp knowing about it. And when he found out, I still got beat. And I remember begging the officer, please don't arrest me. Please don't arrest me. I said, I'm leaving to the Navy. This is the only chance. This is the only chance I got to get away. I need you to help me. And he looked at me and he said, I believe you. But had I been arrested that night, I wouldn't have survived human trafficking.
How y'all feeling? Y'all good? Y'all got questions? If you don't, I do. What y'all thinking? I'm listening, what? Hey! It ain't number 5 of us in here. Okay, go. No, man. You don't get mad. You get even. I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy, baby. To the riches of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. Yes. Did I tell her homegirl? She was already being pimped out. I'm glad y'all asking these questions because I want you to understand something. That the people that you're getting ready to hang out with, go party with, are probably already involved in these endeavors. You don't know about it. And a lot of times they set these things up and they make it seem like they're opportunities for you to invest or either opportunities for you to be invested in. Okay? Yes.
My name is Bryce. I'm a sophomore. My question to you is, how did you hear about the Navy and how it would change your life?
You way out on the deep end of the story. So I went into the Navy so I can get away from my pimp. Because I was trying to get away. So a couple of different things. Since then, the laws have definitely changed. And the reason why this conversation is so important, especially before homecoming, anybody know what happened September the 1st, 2025? No? Laws change. Our laws change every 2 years. You know that? We have legislation session every 2 years. Are y'all keeping up with the laws? Are y'all keeping up with the changes? Anybody criminal justice majors in here? Okay, whoa, lock that team. We gotta get you a good job. Because you know, criminal justice don't make no money, girl. That's okay, girl. I'm gonna find something for you. Laws change. So back in the day, and it's still to this day, but I'm gonna tell you how it was used. I was at 15, I was sued by DFPS for having a baby, Department of Family and Protective Services. I was sued. I was in the 10th grade, and all I did was have a baby. That was it. Before I had the baby, at 14 years old, I had just came out of foster care, but I refused to be emancipated. Anybody know what emancipation is? Okay. They wanted me to divorce my mother. Now, my mother, her name was Strawberry. They call her Strawberry downtown in Hope. That's how HPD remembers her. That's how they knew her. That's how they booked her when she was going to jail, because she was a well-known prostitute. And when my mother was in jail and I was going through the foster care system, that was the only option that they had given me. Well, that didn't work out for me. So I ended up with my grandmother. And they gave my grandmother what you call SMC, which is Sole Managing Conservatorship. Anybody studying law? All right, whoop. Okay, these are terms that you need to know specifically, especially you're gonna do family law. But you're gonna hear a little bit of family law, you're gonna hear a little bit of criminal law, you're gonna have a little bit of civil. But anyways, so they gave my grandmother sole manager conservatorship of me. So if she's my sole manager conservator, what do you think that means? Full rights, but she's the only one. Okay, we're caught up, she's the only one. 9 months after being returned home to my grandmother, she passed away from breast cancer. So I ended up homeless because my aunt and uncle, which was my mother's brothers and sisters, they didn't take me in. So I ended up sleeping behind a Walmart on 45 in West Road. Because I had nowhere to go. I had stayed with about 22 different people trying to figure my life out. I would go to school early. I would participate in sports just so I could take a shower. I would stay after school all the time because that's the only time I could eat, have anywhere to stay, I had anywhere to go for food. I certainly couldn't cook any food, so I was up that creek without a paddle. And one of the things that kept being told to me was, if I stay somewhere too long, I might get pregnant. So I was thinking, well, shoot, I might need to get pregnant so that people won't kick me out. And I know it may sound childish to you, but when you're desperate and when you don't know anybody, know any better, and you don't know how to manage conflict on a level of maturation, then you make really, really dumb decisions, okay? Now, having my kid wasn't a dumb decision, but getting pregnant was a very dumb decision, okay? I'm a pro-lifer, so that's why I have 8 children. All my children have different daddies, okay? I'm not ashamed. Don't be ashamed for me, because I'm living, and they alive. Here's the thing, back in the day, sex trafficking was a little bit different, because if you were pimped out without a condom, you made more money. If it was with a condom, you made less money. So I was getting pregnant by the men that was buying me, okay? I had the children, and I kept them. Praise God I did, because nobody would know I was alive. Nobody would know what happened to me. Nobody would know. This would be, I would have been somebody that y'all was reading about on the news, and that's it. But I get pregnant, I have my baby, and because I'm homeless and I don't have anywhere to go, which everybody knows homelessness is not a crime, right? Homelessness is not a crime. I'm going to speed this up so we can get to the human trafficking stuff. But this is how I got started, okay? Just FYI. DFP sues me. I go before the judge gives me 3 requirements. He says, listen, you have to get a GED. I said, okay. He says, you have to find a place to stay. I said, okay. Then he says, you have to get a bank account and you have to put money in it. But he didn't tell me where was I going to get the money from. Now, how old am I? I'm 15. I'm 15. I'm sued. I'm a minor. But I'm treated like an adult. Do you think I had an attorney? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So our criminal justice system and who we elect as judges is extremely important. So does everybody in here have your voter registration card, and are you registered to vote? Make sure you vote. You use that. That is a powerful tool. You want to make sure that people know that you're alive, you're well, and you plan on exercising your civil duty to your community as well as to your country, okay? No matter how we may feel, just understand, exercise that right. And I'm going through this process, and so that's how I ended up connected to the homegirl who was like, look, I can fix this for you. You use my ID, and you work at this strip club while I work at the other strip club, and all you're doing is waitressing. You're not doing anything else. You should be good. Anybody been to a strip club? Thank you for your honesty. The strip club is different today than what it was back then. And being introduced to the hospitality industry through the strip club is not the nicest presentation, because you basically turn into a spy. Your job is to look out for the stripper. Your job is to make sure that whoever that stripper's John is, or whoever it is she's making money with, that she makes the money and another stripper don't come behind her to make her money, especially if she's on stage, okay? You get your tip out from the stripper, but you also get your tip out from the John. I have no idea that this is even a thing. Mind blown. I'm 15 years old, I don't know nothing about this. And so we go through this trail. The first pimp, the one that basically kidnapped my child and told me that I had to pay him $200 a day. Does anybody know what that's called? Mm-hmm. It is extortion, but I'm 15. Y'all think? What we here to talk about? Okay. Was that trafficking? Yes. Okay, so let me tell you how. Human trafficking is the mother. Repeat after me. Human trafficking is the what? Mother. She's the mother. She got 2 children. One is sex and one is labor. What's her 2 children name? Who's the mother? What's her children name? There you go. Sex and labor. I'm 15. Even though I was in a strip club on my own, what changed? Somebody was forcing me. What happened? I was being trafficked through labor, but how? I had to pay the $200 to get my son back. Okay, so let's go here. For human trafficking purposes, the force continuum per our penal code for human trafficking, repeat after me. Force, fraud, coercion. Say it one more time. Force, fraud, coercion. Okay, let's run this back. Who's the mother? What's her 2 children name? And what 3 requirements? What's the force continuum for trafficking? Good job. I was 15 years old. Even though I was there by myself, what changed was that I was forced to do it, opposed to me being willing to do it. Now here's the caveat. Consent is not valid if you are a minor. So, let me help you understand something about trafficking. When you are trafficking a child, it only requires 2 people. And you do not have to prove force, fraud, or coercion. We understand? If you're trafficking a child, how many people does it take? 2. Okay, and what do you not have to prove? Good job. Remember this stuff, because I'm sure we have some students that are here who are under 18 years old, okay? Now, for trafficking purposes, trafficking requires you to have 3 people. And that's what we're going to get into in the slides. Can we get the slides? Keep going. Keep going. All right. The buyer, the seller, the slave. Repeat after me. The buyer, the seller, the slave. This is the elementary way to think about how all of this stuff, this transaction works, okay? The buyer, who's the buyer? Okay, he purchasing. Can you go to jail for purchasing? Absolutely, you can go to jail for purchasing. You can go to jail for buying, and you can go to jail for selling. Are we understanding each other? So, don't get bought, don't buy, don't sell, or you will cry. Okay? We good? Y'all are gonna hit me with that clock 13? No buying, no selling. Okay. No buying, no selling. Now, let me give you some academia why prostitution is illegal. So, prostitution is not trafficking. I'm going to say it again. Prostitution is not what? It's not, but it leads to trafficking. Now, here's why there's such a fine criminal threshold here. In the state of Texas, if you are a child, somebody give me some ages of a child. 12, 10, 17, 13, 14. You can still be arrested for prostitution. Did you know that? Even if you are a child, it is up to that arresting agency to not arrest you for prostitution. Now, this was the first law that I had ever written. And when I went to the state capitol and I presented this, they told me, Dr. Hamilton, we love this idea, but there were only 9 girls who had been arrested for prostitution, so we cannot pass this bill. And I said, 9 is too many. But when I went back and looked at the demographic of those girls, of course, they were black and black. Okay? That's a big, big deal because that is sending a message to our community. Okay? Now, prostitution. When you are arrested for prostitution, prostitution is a crime of moral turpitude. Say it with me. Moral turpitude. Now somebody asked me, Dr. Hamilton, what the hell is moral turpitude? I know that, but what the hell is it? Moral turpitude is the equivalent of theft, petty theft, robbery, or stealing. Now, here's my angst with that. If he owed me money, how I'm stealing? Don't be surprised if she asks what a cash check. Okay. If he owed me money, how I'm stealing? Talk to me. How am I stealing? What do you think? Huh? You say implication? Implication, okay. Anybody else? How I'm stealing? If the gentleman owed me money, how am I stealing? Remember, I'm getting arrested for prostitution. He's getting arrested for purchasing, but how I'm stealing? You owe me $50,000, but I mean, I'm gonna sell it for the $50. So if you owe me, how am I being arrested for stealing? I will tell you how. Can you pay taxes on your body? Then why they got OnlyFans? Because if you can pay taxes on your body, then you might as well be in slavery. You thinking about it? Y'all feel that? Did it hurt? What about the people that's buying the person? Even the images of another person. Because OnlyFans are okay, you're doing it with another person. And the people that's watching, they paying to watch. But then you gotta pay taxes on that money because they paying to watch you participate in debauchery. Mm-hmm.
Is it because the government can't tax that?
The issue is the government is saying, y'all said, not y'all, we said we was against slavery, but we okay with buying sex. How does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? So when you're arrested for prostitution, while the crime says prostitution, you're really being arrested for theft, petty theft, robbery, or stealing. So it's very hard to rehabilitate somebody that's been arrested for prostitution because while the arrest record says prostitute, Really, they just got arrested for stealing because they couldn't pay taxes on their titties. Does this make sense? I'm trying to break it down for you. Are y'all awake? Are y'all just like, what? Anybody like, what? Okay, I'm just checking. I'm checking. But does it make sense? How many of y'all been on OnlyFans? Oh, y'all ain't gonna tell the truth then, huh? It's all good. Let me tell you something. The Bible is what it is. He said in the end of times we'll be calling good evil and evil good. You cannot in one breath be saying you're against slavery and then be participating, even if you're watching images online, okay? Just remember this. When David met Bathsheba, he was looking through a what? Anybody know? He was looking at her through a window. On your phone, when you need to click to open up the Google setting, what do they call those? How many windows y'all got open right now on y'all phones? David had one window. Some of y'all got 300 windows. Does that make sense? Close your windows. Hallelujah. Amen. Okay, I'm just checking. It's in the Bible. He said cloud by day, fire by night. When you got to store information, where do you store it at? In the cloud, right? Oh, okay. It's in the Bible. I'm just saying, y'all trying to clock T. God was like, I text you. Read your text. So, anyways, back to this hoeing situation. God loves me. Okay, hallelujah. So now do we have a clear understanding about prostitution and what it is? Okay, now let's go here. Since September the 1st, House Bill 1212 says what? Y'all said y'all read the laws? Look it up. Talk to me. House Bill 1212 says what? What does it say? Let's look it up. Let's look it up. What does it say? I'm waiting on you. What does it say? Ain't nobody, either one of y'all. Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad. Okay, let's go here. I just want to make sure y'all paying attention. Y'all paying attention, right? It was House Bill what? 12. Okay, bet. It's basically, you got it? Okay, what does it say?
It says allow parents to verify student religious practices via a signed note instead of a religious leader note.
No, that's not what it's. Okay, that must be.
Oh, is it the Texas House Bill or?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's what it is. Say it again.
Related to the prosecution and punishment for the offense of trafficking of persons, increasing criminal penalty.
Absolutely. Now, basically, what that bill says is any and all. Say it with me. Any and all. Human trafficking is now a first-degree felony. This is important because I'm going to tell you something. That means you don't get a chance to get a plea down deal. Okay? And plea down deals are a little bit different. For grown people, have y'all ever seen somebody be arrested for grooming? But is grooming illegal? I want y'all to think about this. Wait, Coercion is technically a part of grooming, but it's the caveat. Grooming is illegal for children. It is a crime to groom a child. And unbeknownst to you all, it is very, very hard to prove because you gotta prove that that person set out like they had the intention to groom that particular child. Now here's the thing about grooming. There's no easy way to explain it, but the best way to explain grooming is lying. Is it against the law to lie to somebody? No, not unless you're under oath. Okay? So if somebody pressures you into being a boyfriend or being a girlfriend, but they really have bad intentions, but you don't know it yet, and you go ahead and give in, were they wrong? Morally wrong, but we talk about legalities. Are they criminally wrong? Here's the reason why I'm talking to you about this. By the time y'all get to those parties, by the time y'all talk to these people, they have already studied these laws and they've already figured out how they're going to win you over because you don't know. And what I'm trying to teach you is, I need you to study the enemy because the enemy is studying you. Can I clock it? I'm trying to get you to know your enemy the way that the enemy knows you. They're studying your habits. Why? Because y'all TikTok everything. Back in the day, I'm an old school. Okay, I'm an old school Rahab, okay? You didn't say nothing. You kept your mouth closed about everything. Y'all just talking and talk. And back in the day, the diaries, it used to be something you wrote down on a piece of paper and you hid it under your mattress somewhere. Okay? Now the new diary is what? TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. What is it? Spam? It's spam. Oh, spam. And everybody's talking, basically what I'm saying. Everybody's telling their business. Everybody's telling people, oh, I go to this school. I'm dating this guy. I'm doing this with this person. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere. I care. Look at me. You know what? I actually posted that I was going to be here today. I typically don't post any type of flyers until after I've done the work. You know why? Because I don't know if somebody's trying to kill me. I don't know if the devil wants me to shut my mouth about giving away his secrets. Because his plan is to make sure that you don't have the information because he wants to use you. You understand? So, I posted it today. I got so many messages. Girl, you going to my school, girl. I was like, yeah, but you don't know that no more. I got people giving me pictures of when they was in the band. I got pictures of the marching stuff, all kinds of stuff. I was like, okay, hey. Baby, they just be proud, girl. I was like, okay, whoa. I wish I would have went, but you know, Kenneth Houston is my uncle, so, you know, well, you know. But anyways, that's history for another day. But back to the subject. Are we clear on what's going on about grooming? Okay. So is it illegal to groom a what? It's illegal to groom a child, but is it illegal to groom you? Okay. It's not illegal to groom you. And listen, it does fall under coercion, but you gotta prove it. You gotta prove intent. Okay? And that's what you're gonna see. Now, from my understanding, y'all got some homecoming after parties and then the after parties that's coming up, huh? And y'all done all signed up for this stuff, huh? I ain't never seen nobody sign up to go see the devil and pay. I'm hurting somebody's soul right now. Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. His plans to prosper you. Then he says, so that your soul can prosper. Some of y'all need your soul to prosper before you prosper, okay? Some of y'all making plans to enter into sin, okay? I'm just want to talk to y'all about, before you make this deal with the devil. I heard through the grapevine they got this tent situation going on. This titty tent. Y'all hiding y'all faces, y'all talking about it. Let me just say this. Y'all funny. Oh my God. You can't tax my what? Okay, you kept up with that. You gonna keep up with that one. I'm gonna say it again. You can't tax my what? Okay. Hold on to that. It's funny. I say it like this. I teach police officers this. But they remember it. It make them remember the penal code. It make them remember everything in the penal code under section 28. Everything. Okay? And it makes them respect people when they're doing arrest. I need you to respect yourselves. Okay? I need you to be on your best behavior. Because I'm going to tell you something about being in the public. You're not only a representation of yourself, you're representing your school. Okay? And all y'all walk around here, it's for the culture. It's for the culture. Well, what you teaching the people that's for the culture is that all the girls that act like you act like that because it's for the culture. Does that make sense? It'd be no different if I came up here. Now, I love Houston. They'd be like, Nissis, you the Cardi B of human trafficking. I love it. But if I came out here, y'all be like, oh my God, that's a human trafficking lady. This about the best I could do, some cut up pants. I forgot her name before I came. I said, it's a bunch of students in there. She was like, they coming. I said, I washed my tennis shoes to come up in here tonight. Had little scuff marks on my tennis shoes. I was like, I don't want nobody talking about me on TikTok, so let me wash my tennis shoes. It was that important to me. Do I care, really? Some of the richest people have the most tore up tennis shoes, child. They ain't think about it. Behave yourselves. Watch what you do. Watch what you paying homage to. Because I'm gonna tell you from my perspective, being an old stripper, the titty tent ain't no different than being in a strip club. Okay? It's two guards in the strip club. One is the asterisk and the other one is the bell. Anybody in here learning Latin or Greek or no? Y'all know about these guards, they in the Bible. When a woman gets naked in a strip club and she takes her clothes off, she turns into a god called Asherah. It's in the Bible. The Baal, B-A-A-L, the depiction of a Baal was a pole or a phallus. It looked like a male's penis. So when a woman gets naked and she's on the pole, on the stage with the pole, these are two gods coming together. And then you have men and women paying homage and coming into agreement with two different gods with money that says, in God we trust. Okay? What I'm telling you is, don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be exploited, and then put yourself in a position where somebody's going to treat you like a god. Because the day you think you are above God, that's the day you die. And I don't mean physically. It's an unwritten death. Giving your body away It's an unwritten death. How many men did I sleep with? And we don't know if that's the total number, but it's an unwritten death. Do you know what it takes to survive the death of sleeping with that many men? I'm surprised my uterus ain't on the floor. I'm for real, I'm talking about myself. I'm like, God, thank you, Jesus. I ain't got no stomach, I ain't got no body fat. I'm just walking around, people like, you got all them kids, you ain't fat. Some people have one and they be like, boom, boom. And I'm over here like, ah. I hate telling people I'm a grandma because I'm 37, so for the real grandmas that are like 50 years old, they looking at me like, girl, hide your man. I'm like, girl, I don't want to be with your man no way. I was sleeping with men who could change your DNA. Like, what's wrong? Like, if that Negro got you broke, why would I want him? If you hurting behind him, what I need him for? Y'all, listen. I'm trying to say it without saying it, okay? Say it, don't spray it, okay? Human trafficking is the what? Her 2 children are what? The force continuum for human trafficking is what? Force, fraud, and coercion. Can you go to jail for buying? Yes. Can you go to jail for selling? Yes. If you're selling it, you're called a what? Prostitute. Prostitution is a crime of what? Moral turpitude, which is the equivalent of theft, petty theft, stealing, robbery. Are we understanding? Okay. So, for my people that are freaky deaky, can threesomes fall under sex trafficking? Because it requires, how many people does it require for sex trafficking? 2 for children. 2 for children. 3, even, here's the thing with threesomes. It's very hard to prove consent. Okay, all it takes is for one person to say, oh, I didn't agree with that. That wasn't my thing. Okay, I'm gonna give you another example for my men that are in here. If your homeboy say, man, I'm trying to get with the hoes, I'm trying to find out where the ladies at, and you tell your partner, I got you, I'm gonna hook you up with my partner, Debbie, you know what I'm saying, she gonna solve you up, you know what I'm saying, what y'all do, that's y'all business, or whatever, let me know how it went. Is that trafficking? Yeah. Yes. Tell me why. How many people involved? 3. Okay. But what happened? There was a what? It was a transaction. But how? I just want y'all to think about it. Because y'all up here like, dang, I've been trafficking girls. Yeah. If you're thinking that, yeah. All it takes is for one person to complain. That's it. Game over. Because any and all trafficking is now what? A first-degree felony. Do you get a plea down with first-degree felonies? No. No. That's how serious it is. Are y'all understanding me? So basically what I'm saying, and I'm trying to use examples that maybe y'all can familiarize yourself with. If you got a homeboy and he's intentionally hooking you up with somebody that's gonna give a sexual favor, even if no money is involved, even if she a 304, and this is what she do, you cannot do that. Okay? Yes.
Just to clarify, something that goes around is called 2-man.
Yes.
Don't do that.
If somebody what? Complains. I'm just trying to put this in perspective, because typically in 2 men, don't y'all switch partners sometimes? No?
2 minutes are running.
You don't switch partners? Okay, so basically you have, in human trafficking terms, it's basically like a harem. When you don't have a stable, you have a harem. This is where everybody goes. It's polyamorous. That is, it's polyamory. Even if you're not switching, why would you be having sex in front of another person anyway? I want you to think about this for a second. Think about the term polyamory. Think about the term voyeurism. Voyeurism is a type of sex. That's how David got Bathsheba anyways. Voyeurism. He was watching her take a bath. She was naked. So why would you be in the same room with somebody anyways? I'm glad y'all have these questions, because this is good. I want you to talk about it, but I want you to think out loud. Like, does it really make sense? What if you on a 2-man, but the 2-man got a third person that they want to bring in to switch in between the both of y'all? Now it's 5 of y'all.
3-man.
Then it becomes illegal. Then the boundaries are crossed. Oh my God. So the boundaries are not crossed as long as you with your person, but y'all in the same room and y'all can all have sex with each other. Because I'm gonna tell you what the 2-man used to be back in the day. It was running a train. And running a train is equivalent to sex trafficking. Because to be trafficked means to be traded. And see, all of these bad habits, or whatever, this is the stuff that's leading up to trafficking and y'all not even thinking about it. That is grooming. 2-man is grooming. Y'all saying it. Y'all participating in it. But what you're not considering is the legality of it. What happens when somebody complains? Now, watch this. I'm going to tell you why this is important. I forgot the beautiful young lady that was up here talking. Sounded like an attorney to me for the school, but she talked about Title IX. Does anybody know what Title IX talks about? Title IX includes sexual assault, and human trafficking related incidents. Human trafficking what? Related incidents. What you think a 2-man is? A related incident. See? Open your minds. See, y'all just participating in stuff and y'all just all illegal. Y'all should be scared. I would be scared if I was y'all. I'd be like, oh, hell no, I ain't doing nothing. If I don't know you, we ain't doing nothing. First of all, if you ain't got a STD test result, I'm not even talking to you. You can't even spit on me. Give me 50 feet. Yes, sir. Double date and 2-man is 2 different things. Okay? Because 2-man, it requires group. Both of them require grouping. But the legality, for instance, and the best way I can break it down, when you're double dating and somebody complaining, they might didn't like the date, but on the 2-man, do people typically complain? You know what I'm saying without saying it, okay? Man, I hit it, I threw it down, man, everything, it's trash, man. Y'all know the language. When they don't like the sexual activity, if your sex went good, it's trash. Y'all need to stop playing. That's a complaint, right? But if you hurt her feelings and you make her feel bad, then what happens when she complains on you? Because see, now she got to reclaim that authority back. You just took it from her when you said that she was trash. Those are the ramifications. That is the possibility that you take every single time you interact with people that you don't know because you just want to have a fun time. The Bible says, guard your heart. Okay? Control desires. Have discernment. Be disciplined. Be structured. Okay? Most importantly, be knowledgeable. Because y'all having sex, but the laws is hankering down on your sexual activity and you don't even know it. You see what I'm saying? All it takes is a what? A complaint. All it takes is a what? All it takes is a what? And you're covered by the school under what? Okay, also the Clery Act. Clery, the Clery Act. And the Clery Act includes stalking. And please correct me if I'm wrong about that. I don't think I'm wrong about that. I'm sort of kind of familiar with them all. But are we good? Yes, sir.
So I think that we have a different understanding of like what a human is versus what you were saying it was for you. I think for our generation it's more of like your listening versus like y'all all interacting with each other.
Okay.
So a two-man is like you and your partner and like he's trying to like become real but not like in a sexual kind of way. It's more of like a, hey, he's interested, he's trying to like you're trying to speak well of him so that you can give him a chance to say not something that's like we all trying to involve each other, like have sex about real or whatever.
Okay, and what I'm saying is, what if the two-man goes wrong? What if the guy is like, say, man, I want her to be like this, but she needs to be, you know what I'm saying, a little freaky. Right? And you like, bet, I got somebody for you. Now, typically, this ain't in conversation. Typically, this be the what? Now, you texting this stuff out. If I'm a police officer, and this girl done claimed that you violated her because y'all done had sex 4 or 5 times, but this time she particularly said no. And in the report, while she's giving the report, she says, and by the way, Henry introduced me to him. What happens? Now we need to go talk to Henry and figure out if you are participating in predatory behavior or predatory sexual behavior. Right, Henry would definitely be a seller because basically, if, in his example, if you're doing a two-man like that, you're basically selling people to other people. This is the reason why dating websites have so many disclaimers and they kind of let y'all do your own thing, but basically they selling information. But they're not selling it the way we think they selling it. You basically selling yourself to somebody else, but you're using a platform to do it, which is no different than a strip club. A strip club is, I need to make money, so, and I need to do it in a safe place. So I'm gonna go pay the strip club to go do criminal activity in it. But because I paid to do it, then it lessens the criminal ramifications because I paid to be here. It's called a tip out. Why would I be paying to go to work? Y'all ever paid McDonald's to go to work? You ever paid Burger King to go to work? Why would you be doing it? Gotcha. Is this making sense? Any other examples? Or any other questions? Y'all got questions?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
So it's a felony now for first-degree felony for sexual trafficking. And if you're sexually trafficked as a 15-year-old, technically a prostitute is now a child selling herself is now a felony for that child as well, or himself.
Okay, you had like 4 questions in one.
So can a child be?
A child can be arrested for prostitution. Yes.
And they be charged with first-degree felony as well.
No. No, and currently I'm working on a federal bill, the Trafficking Survivors Relief Act, so that if you've gone to jail due to your trafficking, it can be erased off your record because we want survivors as well as prostitutes participating in the economic development of our landscape. That's why I don't understand why we call them sex workers. How you selling sex and working at the same time? Like, and I want y'all to think about it like this. If we allow them to call themselves sex workers and we participate in that, by the time it's time for y'all to retire and receive y'all, Social Security disability, you won't have any because they didn't pay taxes. all that free college, all that financial aid, it goes away just like it's going away now. Do y'all not see what's happening? What's happening in the climate? And our government is from people who don't pay taxes. Even the people who are running away from paying taxes. So really and truly, we're in a retirement crisis. So can we really afford for people to not work or to pay taxes? No, but we certainly can afford for people to be on OnlyFans selling images of their bodies and paying taxes on it while we sitting up and saying we're against slavery. So for everybody that's saying slavery gonna come back, we ain't gotta worry about coming back, it's already here. It's here. So we can keep ignoring people like me, or we can pay attention to people like me and learn what's happening in our country as well as in other countries and how they're dealing with prostitutions, sex crimes, internet sex crimes against children, and things like that to that nature, because it's serious. It has big time legal ramifications, especially for you all, because you're participating in things, the laws have changed faster than you can keep up with them, and you all will be legally responsible for it because there's an unwritten rule about the courts of law. And in the court of law, there's an unwritten rule that says there's no such thing as ignorance in the court of law. So even in your capacity as a student, you're expected to know what the family code knows. You're expected to know what the penal code knows. You're expected to know what your school code says. This is the reason why you have to sign so many formalities when you're entering into the school, because you need to know. Does that make sense? Okay. Any other questions? Come on.
Okay. So, platforms like OnlyFans or Pornhub or porn sites that basically is legalizing prostitution, that basically that's what it's doing. How do you make that legal through the law? Because Texas has already tried to make those platforms required to access by making it 18 plus or whatnot, but then the counter-argument to that is you're legally required. So like, how do you stop people from legalizing prostitution?
So we can't stop them. And I was a part of that lawsuit against OnlyFans. And these were my arguments. Here's what I'll say. Senate Bill 315 was a bill that I participated in passing that bill. And what it says is you cannot be 18, 19, or 20 and work in a sexually oriented business. You have to be 21. Did you know that? You gotta be 21 to be a stripper. Did you know that? You gotta be 21 to drop it like it's hot. Did you know that? If you didn't know, now you know. Now, my bill was changed because the way they worded it was basically they didn't want their children going to jail for being in a strip club. And I'm gonna just say their children. So the way it's written now is you can't work at a sexual oriented business unless you're 21 years of age, but you can go into a sexually oriented business at 18. So you see how the devil works? It's sort of the same way with legalizing prostitution on online platforms. Think about it like this. If I'm having sex with my partner and I want y'all to see it, I'm not doing anything illegal if I decide that that's what I want to do just because I want y'all to see it. And because voyeurism, which is a type of sexual debauchery, isn't illegal, then it makes it legal. See how the devil works? It's that one little thing. It's that one little added thing. Any other questions? That's it? Y'all done? Y'all tossing me to the side? Y'all through with me? Thank you. Okay, who's the mother? What's her two children's names? Okay, what What is the force continuum for human trafficking? Encourage. Good. And how many people does it require if you're an adult to be considered trafficking? But if it's the children, if it's a child, it's how many? Good job. And can you go to jail for buying? Yes. Can you go to jail for selling? Yes. Okay. And trafficking is what? Trafficking is the trading of people. And it doesn't matter if it's for power, for money, for more sex. It doesn't have a standard, basically. It can be for anything. Does that make sense? All right, y'all have fun? Yes. Okay, y'all need to clap it up for me then. Are we going into the titty tent?
I hope not.
I really hope not. I really hope
That was a trick question.
Yeah, that was a trick question. I hope we ain't paying to go meet the devil on his terms, okay?
Do y'all have any further questions for Dr. Nissis Hamilton? Anybody? Safe space.
I know, right?
I think these freshmen.
Question, you want to answer it? Next time? I think we need for educational purposes.
Y'all didn't answer this at the new student orientation panel. Oh, what? You see, when you were speaking on TikTok, I just all out.
They trying to preserve their brand. Okay. So the titty.
We have a question in the back.
Yeah, what you say? Thank you. That's true. That's a fair point. So the titty tent is a tent that you go in where allegedly the things that are done to you in there are consensual because you want it done to you. But what I'm saying is the premise, how you even get to the titty tent.
Close your mouth, friend. Ain't gonna have flies.
Right. How you even get to the titty tent is you gotta pay to get into the venue. I won't particularly say the venue, but at the venue there's the titty tent. And there will be people, you will see people there. What I'm saying is, because y'all here, you don't need to participate in the titty tent. You already got to pay to get in there. So if you in the titty tent, I mean, you ain't walking out with no coins, but you're going to walk out with some spirits though. Okay? You're going to walk out with somebody else's demons. You're going to walk out with somebody else's problems. You're going to walk out with somebody else's bad habits. Okay? You might even walk out with somebody else's STD. Okay? Okay? That's the truth. That's the truth. So protect yourselves. Cover yourself because it's extremely important.
We have a question in the back.
Yes.
I traveled to Amsterdam and the rest of Europe, not even 5 minutes from rural Alice, or another district. I want to know how you go to countries that have legalized prostitution, not only legalized, but treated it like it's some form of tourism, that it's some funny thing to do around.
Well, clearly I'm against prostitution of all types. Prostitution is slavery. It was mentioned in the Bible. One of the first women in the Bible who was a prostitute, Mary Magdalene, was put on death row. But the difference between, her and the other women that were mentioned is that, you couldn't be stoned to death for being a prostitute, but you could be stoned to death for being a wife. And the first thing Jesus did was begin to write in the ground with a stick. And whenever somebody got to write laws to change our perception, how we view things, how we view our women, it sends a message. So had Jesus not done that, it would have sent a horrible message about how men should view women and continuously treat them like objects and things like that. And I'm glad you mentioned that. Because I travel around the world and do trafficking training, one of the different things that we deal with is the age of consent. So in Texas, the age of consent here is how? It is 17. But in Japan, less said 3 years ago, the age of consent there was 13. So can you imagine how many corporations that we do business with in Japan, that because the age of consent is 13, that these companies were allowed to, these corporate people were allowed to have sex with, children, because the age of consent hadn't changed. And then they was able to go back to work like it wasn't nobody's business. And so when human trafficking in a supply chain, country to country or doing business, it affects us all, because basically what we're doing is sending a message how we feel, what's our moral fiber, and what we think culturally about our women moving forward. So I'm against slavery, period. Shouldn't be doing it. If you're doing anything sexual, it should be in the privacy of your home, nobody's business. Nobody should know. Like, it's not for the streets unless you're for the streets. Okay.
Any last minute questions? Anyone? All right, let's stand up and give a round of applause for Dr. Nissis Hamilton. Yeah, everybody stand up. Give a round of applause. There we go. Let's give a round of applause for the DJ, her bestie.